So how to buy a right camera? That's the question for today. Before you decide what to buy, I just want to tell you guys that not every camera is the same. You can't say, hey, this is the single best camera in the world, because it's probably not. And why? Different cameras are used for different things, you know? It's like car. What is the best car? I don't know, man. Depends what you're looking for. Are you looking to drive fast, or are you looking for just some small car? Who knows? But when it comes to cameras, I know. I will help you. So you want to buy a camera. Okay, sure, there is no problem. But what do you want to record? Where do you want to record? In what conditions? For how long do you want the battery to last? If you have answers to these questions, it's good. If you don't, just stick around and you'll find out what each camera does. So guys, this is a point and shoot camera. I know, it's an old camera, but it's only point and shoot that I have, to be honest. Why? Because I shoot everything with my DSLR. But okay, that's a story for another time. So what can point and shoot do? Well, basically, it's a simple camera. It has auto mode. You just go, click, you can take a picture, you can take a video, you can record, you can vlog. It's mostly used for traveling, but I mean, these cameras are one of my favorite just because it fits every pocket, you know. It's smaller than my phone. Let me just show you guys. Like, this is my phone, this is the camera. Like, are you kidding me? But let's talk about DSLR. I'll skip the definitions, I'll skip the boring part, guys. DSLRs, they can do everything. Why? Because they are so powerful. You can change your lenses, you can take photos, like great photos, take high quality videos. It's just amazing. That's why I'm using one right now. I think you can see it. Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait. Ah, you see how I change my focus? It's DSLR, baby. It's DSLR. When we are talking about DSLRs, you can put external microphone, just plug it in. I mean, it's easy. You can put a light on them, you know, these LED lights. It's fantastic. One thing that my DSLR has, and that this point and shoot, well, it's old, but it doesn't have, it's the flip screen. Basically, you have the screen and you can flip it, and you can see yourself while you're vlogging. That's kind of really useful. So if you're going to vlog, just pick a camera with a flip screen. That's my honest advice, guys. But there is one thing, guys. DSLR is something heavy, something that you cannot put in your pocket. So basically, if you're going to like a concert or something and you want to record it, I wouldn't really recommend taking DSLR, just because it's too heavy and people will tell you, oh my god, no camera, no shooting here, please. But if you take smaller camera, you can still record and nobody says a thing. Well, sometimes they do, but the coolest thing about DSLR is these lenses. There is so many of them, they can do so much stuff, so much different stuff. Some of them are better for low light. You can also take like a big lens, telephoto lens, you can just put it on your camera. Well, it's gonna be heavy, but you can shoot things that are far away. Like, let's say you're going to, I don't know, some sports match, or you're going to safari or something. These things are really good. Then you have some macro lenses. Some are good for video, some are good for photography. But let's be honest, DSLR is really powerful. Next type of cameras are action cameras. If you guys are into some extreme sports or drones or whatever, then you must be like, oh yeah, action camera, I know what that is. GoPro, GoPro, GoPro. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, okay, I'm gonna explain. Action cameras, they're basically little cameras, they can fit into your pocket, but the best advantage is they can capture motion. They can capture good motion just because they have so much FPS, that's frames per second. And it's really good for like extreme sports, drones. You can take it diving, you know, you can go underwater with them. You can also punch that camera, nothing's gonna happen. Try punching a DSLR. Actually don't. That's a very bad idea, but you get the point. If you're into exploring nature, I would say take an action camera. Next category is 360 camera. Okay, so what is a 360 camera? Okay, imagine this. You have a camera, well, it's a phone basically, but imagine if this was a camera. You just walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around, and what it does, it captures absolutely everything. 360 degrees. Basically, you can do 360 videos. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen them, you should. It's amazing. Because when you're watching 360 video, you can just watch and you can just move the picture around and like I'm going this direction, but you want to see what's left, what's behind, what's here, what's there, you can do that. And it's perfect. The cool thing about this camera is that if you're going to travel, it's pretty good. You can do 360 motion, you can do 360 pictures, it looks amazing. You can make it like a sphere. It's like your own little planet, you know. I mean, it's just wonderful. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is a camcorder. I don't really have one right now, but I've been using them and they're kind of really good. They're just like a recording camera. Imagine maybe 10-20 years ago when nobody had a camera and whoever had a camera had it in his hand, you know. You're holding it in the hand and just recording and you have this little flip screen. That's basically a camcorder. But the difference between camcorder and DSLR is that DSLR can only capture 30 minutes video. DSLR does take better pictures though, but camcorders are great, guys. They just record non-stop until the battery is out, you know. It's just amazing. Let me give you one good example. I have a DSLR. When I do gameplay videos for YouTube, I have to go to my camera and start recording again, because when I get to the 30 minutes point, you know, it just stops, so I have to start it again. But if I had a camcorder, I would just press it and it would record everything and I wouldn't have to synchronize things twice. They're also not as heavy and they are easy to operate. So last type of camera that I'm going to talk about is actually web camera. Some people will say, hey, but it's not a real camera. But hey, it is. This is a little camera, it's about this size. You can basically put it on your monitor or your laptop and it records you. It's good for like Skype video calls, Skype business calls, you know. Let's say, I don't know, you're doing some coaching or something and you're just looking, hey, I need a good camera for Skype. Okay, webcam is a way to go, you know. This is your camera. Webcams can be extremely good. Nowadays they shoot in 4K. Like 4K on this tiny camera. Like, what are you talking about? Come on. This type of camera is the best for streaming, for YouTube gameplays, for Skype, and that's pretty much it. I've been using every single kind of this camera and I can tell you what's good and what's not and for what occasion. So I have recommendation for each category and also for each price range, because somebody's looking for a cheap camera, somebody's looking for, like, you know, value for money, and there are some people who just want to buy the best cameras. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click link in the description below, which will take you to my website digitalmediahow.com, which is just awesome, and you can find a full guide there. Thanks.